Thanks for joining us and reviewing and looking back on the 93-94 season when we got promoted to the Premier League. You obviously came in that summer in replace of Mr. Clough. Just how difficult was that, and what was your emotions when you were appointed Forest manager?
Well, I'll answer the thing the other way around. Obviously, I was absolutely delighted to be offered the job. I'd been at Orient for a long, long time. I'd been the chief executive for 2 or 3 years. I'd virtually given up on managing a big club, and the opportunity came right out of the blue. Obviously, with Brian leaving, so I was delighted to accept the job. Obviously, it was a very difficult situation. The club had just been relegated, which everybody believed that would never happen. And the man responsible for that belief had gone. The Messiah had gone, Brian had gone. There was a pall of gloom hanging over the club really when I arrived. So we had to dispel that. Was the first thing we had to do was dispel that.
What was it like, Frank, when you came in? Like, was the ambition to get straight back up into the Premier League, or was there an ambition maybe just to consolidate for a year and build?
No, the chairman and the board of directors very, very quickly made me aware that they didn't want to hear any of this rubbish about consolidation. They expected me to get the club straight back into the Premier League. Oh, and by the way, there's no money to spend. And there are 4 internationals who want to be away. So it was a bit daunting. Yeah. But they did say, any money that you make in transfer deals, you can spend that. And they were as good as a word, obviously. We had Roy Keane with the clause in his contract that he'd been given the previous year. Gary Charles, the right back. Nigel, of course, because of the political situation with Brian and some of the board, it was always going to be difficult for him to stay. Him and I had a chat. We both felt it was best for him to go. So he went. That I was able to spend on 2 players actually, Des Little and David Phillips. Yeah. And the other one, of course, was Stuart Pearce. Stuart was worried about his international aspirations. He wasn't sure how he would get picked for England if he was playing in what was now the Championship. I spoke to the England manager. I think it was Graham Taylor at the time, and he reassured me that it wouldn't depend on who was playing, but how he was playing. I was able to get that across to Stuart, and I managed eventually to persuade him to stay, which was a big thing for me. I'd lost 3. I didn't want to lose Stuart as well. So that was a big plus for me to persuade Stuart to stay. And he felt we needed another centre-back in the club. And fortunately, I knew an awful lot about Colin Cooper, because Colin was at Millwall at the time, and I'd obviously been in London. I'd seen a lot of him. And then Alan said, "Then I think we need another striker." And I was able to get Stan Collymore. I knew a lot about Stan as well, because Stan had been at Crystal Palace, then had gone to Southend. So I've seen a lot of him playing in Crystal Palace reserves, because I used to go and watch a lot of football combination games. So with sort of from the transfer fees, I was able to get Colin and Stan in as the first 2 acquisitions, which both obviously did a great job for me.
Well, Stan's obviously a player that many Forest fans admire and look back at his time with great memories of some of the goals that he scored. Just sort of what character was he like when he brought him in, and what was he like throughout the season, Frank? Was he a tough one to manage, or was he a guy you just kind of let get on and do his thing?
A bit of both, really. He was quite hard to manage, but within certain kind of limitations, I let him get on and do his thing. It's fine. On the pitch, we were quite happy for him to do that, because he had this great of scoring nothing. Mm-hmm. and winning your games out of nothing, really. So they were performing on the pitch.
Frank, we talk about the division itself, and a lot of managers nowadays talk about how long and tough the championship is, not only just to get out of, but just to maintain a competitive edge against your rivals. And I think the key for this year, we went from beginning of November to sort of middle of February without losing a game. Do you put them months down to just getting it right and creating a fluid system where the team were confident and happy with what they were doing?
Yes, it was a process, a long process. I mean, we didn't start off very well, as you would know if you looked at the results. First 2 or 3 months, we were struggling. We had a few injuries. Cooper got injured. Stan got injured. Missed a few games. We were still looking to, bed the 4 or 5 new players in. I brought in a trainer who was a little bit different to anything any of the lads had experienced before, and that took a little bit of them to get used to. But I had a good idea how I wanted the team to play, and got Lars Bohin in, and he was what you would call really the last piece in the jigsaw. And we just took off from there really. And at the end of October, I think we won away at Birmingham. And away we went. That winning a couple of games gives the team a confidence, and we were flying from then on.
And then we, obviously skip a large course of the season and get to the game against Peterborough, where promotion was achieved. What do you remember about that game away at Peterborough, Frank?
Oh well, good and bad really. Obviously, the result was great because it meant that we'd gained promotion. There's still another couple of games to go, and we didn't have to worry about the playoffs. So from that point of view, it was fantastic. But the actual day was a bit traumatic. We went there full of confidence, and after about 15 minutes, we were 2 down, and not looking so confident at all. But Pearson dragged us back up and back into the game. Stewart and Stan Collymore, and we finished up winning the game 3-2. So that was us promoted. So that was fantastic.
And then, obviously, when the season finishes and you've secured that promotion and all eyes onto the Premier League, and we know that following year was a great success and how you managed that. But in terms of overall your management career, where does that season sort of lie? And you look back on, do you class it as one of the greatest sort of seasons you've had as a manager?
Well, yes. I mean, I'd achieved what I'd been asked to achieve. The team that played with a lot of style and could score goals. Had a really great set of lads. And the way I dealt with that and with a very difficult situation. I have to say, I did inherit. It wasn't all grim when I came there, because I knew there were some decent players left. Brian had, I knew the club. I knew most of the people at the club. Great staff, good people. And he left some good players. But there was a massive job to be done, and to get them straight back up in one season was a great achievement.
Well, Frank, really appreciate looking back on the season. And why I've got you, I just obviously want to check in and see how are you coping during the lockdown and how are you keeping busy, Frank?
Well, I'm coping. I wouldn't say I was keeping busy. I'm reading a lot of books. I'm rereading a lot of books, actually. I'm just in the middle of John Robertson's autobiography. Having read it when it first came out, but I thought, well, I'll have a look again. And I've reread quite a few books and read a few new ones. So it wasn't so bad when the sun was shining, when the weather was great. You can always sit in we're lucky we've got a garden that we can go and sit in.
Well, no, that's.
But I'm surviving, Ben.
Well, no, it's good, Frank, and I think from our perspective, we just really appreciate you giving us the time to talk about the season, and hope that you can keep safe and keep yourself entertained by rereading John Robertson's autobiography.
Okay, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Frank. Really appreciate it.